everybody, we're on the mithrintia server, which I discovered through, hello there, through a video of bdubs, which I've mentioned before. He started a series with the name Build School, and in that series he's building a map for the Hypixel server, which I really like. It's a great server with lots of great minigames, and he's building it together with Glis, and Glis is one of the members of the mithrintia server, and mithrintia has built some maps for Hypixel before, and though it's not really my style of building, I really love the style. And so when bdubs said, go check out the mithrintia server, you can I was really curious what it was about and what it would look like. So I went to check it out. And this is where you spawn, and they advise you to use their texture pack. So this is their texture pack. It looks really nice. And so I just became member, but I'll explain what that means in a minute. Let's go check out what I've built here. So when you spawn here, you get this compass, which you can use to get to the main lobby. That's where we're now, to the small plot server, which is the only thing you can use when you just join the server. Then there's the big plot server for if you've proven to be a worthy builder for mithrintia. And this is the elite. So this is where you spawn for the small plots. But first before I show you what I built on here to become a member, I just wanted to show you the spirit of mithrintia, I guess. There are these tutorials, and they explain how they've refined their building style and what you can use to make your builds more interesting. For instance, most people, if they would build a wall, they would just build a straight up wall, but it looks really boring. So the first important thing is depth. So check out how much detail is in here, how much depth. It's just a simple wall, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4 layers thick, which gives it so much more detail than a straight wall. Here's another example with wood. And the second tutorial. Anyway, the second tutorial is detail. Nope. So, well, they're known for adding lots of detail. So, check this out. If you look at this wall, there's almost no two blocks which are the same, which are next to each other. Or 2 is the limit. Which is insane for such a big build. But it gives it so much more details, of course. And it just keeps being interesting wherever you look. So that's very nice. And it's not easy because it will get annoying when it's ugly, or when it's too busy, or too much different things. It's a thin line for It's a thin line between lots of detail, which makes it look cool, or just a ridiculous amount of randomly placed blocks, which gives you the creeps or something. So the rest of the tutorials, this is 3 interior. That's also really important. A lot of people make big houses and then leave them totally empty, which is a shame, because, well, as soon as you just add some bookcases, some sit corners, some depth, of course, plants always work. It has so much more character, so. So that's what mithrintia is all about. Lots of detail, lots of depth and interior. Those are really 3 important things. For the small plots, at least. For the big plots, terraforming is also very important, and making natural terrain yourself, but not spawning in trees, but building your own trees, like this one, for example. But I haven't really gotten to that yet. That's one of the hardest things, I guess. In my opinion, at least. When I came here, I wanted to build something, but I wanted to have an extra challenge for myself. And I had to think of something Glis said about the texture packs, that it makes it look better in the texture pack, but you can always switch to vanilla and it would still look good. Which is true, I guess. The thing is, for this spawn area they use sponge for the roofs, which is, I don't know, a little surreal or something. But otherwise it still looks great in vanilla. So he's right about that. But my challenge was to build something which would look weird in vanilla, but would look great in the mithrintia texture pack. But check this out, it still looks great in vanilla. That's how they're supposed to look. So anyway, let's check out my plot. And I'm gonna show you in vanilla first, I guess. So yeah, this is it. So I tried using blocks which I wouldn't normally use in vanilla, like jungle wood, and then jungle wood mixed in with spruce wood, mixed in with oak wood, changing up these logs. That's all things I would never do in the vanilla texture pack, I guess. And of course, bricks I don't use very often. This also looks a bit weird. Oops. So let me change back. Yeah, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? So this is my plot. Let me quickly explain how it works. When you join first and you've read the tutorial, you can do this command and you get your own plot somewhere. And you start building, and if you're lucky you have neighbors who build nice things. If you're unlucky you build neighbors who build high glass towers, so you can't really make a screenshot without having that tower there. But never mind. Alright, so you have your plot, and then it's 32 by 32, which is decent size for one house or one tower or a temple or whatever. If you do a house, you have still some space left for some terraforming. And then you can request a review. I've had two. I'll show them to you in a bit. Oh yeah, when you get reviewed and they think it's good enough, you become a member. So let me show you how I got around to building this. And in the first episode of the Build School by bdubs and Glis, they start with a couple of houses next to each other to make a street facade, and I thought it would be pretty cool. So this is kind of the front, I guess, since the signs are here. But I started building here. And then I had these houses, and then I thought, oh, if this is the front, I need a house here. And that's when I built this, and then I'll get to that later. So I thought let's just do it like this. I thought it would be cool if the houses were inset a little, not all at the same, on the same line. Oops. And yeah, my reasons. I wanted to use the clay, the hardened clay, because then you have more choice of colors. Oops. And I wanted to make it look, I don't know, Mediterranean maybe. Well, let's get the reviews. This is my first review. So he notices that I use blocks other people don't use, probably because they are not that logical to build in vanilla or something, or maybe not, I don't know. But of course the clay, probably a lot of people don't use it because it's clay for all. So he says the clay isn't good for depth, which is one of the reasons I varied the lines of where the houses start, so you have some depth and make some things come out in that. Where it shows what I'm least satisfied about the depth is maybe this wall, and this wall is very straight, also this one. But I've tried to compensate it with lots of leaves and little thingies. What was the other thing? And the different styles of roofs, because these are I know, Victorian. This is more Viking-esque, I guess. And this is almost Eastern style. Little. But I like how it's a full roof on this side. Just normal house. And then on this side, it's only half of it because there wasn't space enough because this house is in the way. But I think I solved it pretty decently. This is my second review, which got me member. So he says the same thing. Oh, he's right. Or she, I don't know. But anyway, Goku and Naite, thank you very much for your reviews. I'm really glad I'm a member now. So, let me tell you some more about this house. So I built these 4 houses. And then in one of the next videos, bdubs and Glis talk about planning. So I laid out sort of ground structure for this house. And I wanted to give it a weird shape because I don't know, because I thought it would be funny. So I put this roundish wall in here. And then I thought maybe I could make a tower of it when it gets higher. And then it turned out the tower was exactly centered on the roof here. Which I didn't really want, actually. But I don't know. It turned out quite nice. So. I've also been watching bdubs and Keralis' inspiration series, in which they join Keralis' creative server, which is a different style. It's more modern, and they use the shader textures, and that looks so sweet, so smooth, really nice. But it's nice to do your own inspiration series on even on this server. Just fly around between other people's builds. I won't do it on camera because I don't know if people want me to show their build on camera. All those people who view my videos. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it for them. But anyway, so yeah, inspiration. Inspiration for this roof or for the logs coming through it is definitely bdubs. And I think he stole it from Keralis, I don't know. But it works here, I think. And most of this inspiration is from Glis and bdubs building their houses. And I came up with some things of my own, like this basement entrance, which I see in a lot of in real life in like Amsterdam and Brussels even. This kind of laundry thing, or I don't know. I really like these doors. It looks like some old factory doors. Or maybe I should put a crane up on here so you can lift stuff up in there. Nice lamp. I don't want this one. So yeah, I've tried to add a lot of details, lots of window decorations, lots of green stuff because they like their green stuff over here. I really like these flowers on the tilted soil, because if you have flowers on normal soil, on grass, that's alright, I guess, like in real life. But I don't know. Um, if you don't use the tilted soil, I don't like this brown color too much. This has more contrast. So it's one of the things I came up with myself. And nice little pond here, so you can place some reeds. Lots of green here. I could put some more things there. And these walls. Oh no, it doesn't go away. I thought it would go away if I press F1. Okay. I'll try and keep it short so it doesn't bother you too much. It's a glitch because if you go to your statistics, it keeps on downloading, so something is probably wrong there. And also your achievements. These walls used to be like this, but then I thought it's not enough depth. I need more depth. So then I changed it into this, which has a lot more depth, and I really like it. Looks good. And for this one I changed it up even a bit more. And these are the same. And some of them I left in the old style just to have some variation. I'm also pretty glad about this tower. It's also a bit a different style than the rest of the houses maybe, but I think I showed off here that I know how to use the depth. Although this side is a little plain, I guess. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll show you the interiors next episode.